unmuting us. Okay. Okay, I'm calling this town board meeting of April 9th, 2025 to order. And actually, everybody's here. We have a quorum. Do you want to do a roll call?
Supervisor Amanda Gatto,
Here.
Council Member Brenda Everett,
Here.
Council Member Edgar Rodriguez,
Here.
Deputy Supervisor Kitty Brown,
Here.
and Councilwoman S.C. Lewis is absent.
Okay, let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. There is a flag.
I was wondering.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag, United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right, would someone like to read our Indigenous Land and Black Labor Acknowledgement Statement, please?
Yeah, I'll do it. Turn this right. Indigenous Land and Black Labor Acknowledgement. The town of New Paltz humbly acknowledges that we are on the traditional lands of Munsee, Esopus, and Lenape people. The Indian Removal Act of 1830 forced the people to relocate to inhospitable territory far from the bountiful valley and mountains we inhabit today. The town further acknowledges that much of the physical structure of our town and village was built by enslaved Africans who labored as the property of their owners until 1827 on this very land. We acknowledge the contributions, resilience, and accomplishments of the BIPOC community who have overcome historic injustice to inform our past and inspire our future. Please visit the resource library on our website to learn more. We encourage residents and visitors to learn more about the contributions and sacrifices made by the indigenous people and enslaved Africans by visiting these sites.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, I move we approve the agenda.
So moved.
Any discussion?
Just to make the comment that the police commission interviewed Marcia Dorsey last night. We were very happy with her. I think she'll be an important asset to our community. And the police commission unanimously supported her. And make a recommendation for her to be moved from part-time to full-time with the appropriate steps I described to step number 2.
Okay, thank you. Okay, that was to approve the agenda.
Right.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, great. All right. The first item on the agenda, the only item on the agenda is to approve the police commission's recommendation to hire Lenasia Dorsey as a full-time police officer effective after April 9th, 2025 at the PBA Collective Bargaining Agreement Step 2 starting officer rate.
Second.
Any discussion?
I already read that comment.
You
before.
did.
Okay.
It surely does.
So do we not want a specific date, like April 10th?
We have April.
Anytime after April 9th. It has to work with our folks here being able to bring her in. and get
Okay.
it. Yeah, just anytime after the 9th. Okay, which is today. Right? Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Can we do a roll call, please?
Supervisor Amanda Gatto,
Aye.
Councilmember Randall Everett,
Aye.
Councilmember Edgar Rodriguez,
Aye.
and Deputy Supervisor Kitty Brown.
Aye.
Thank you. Motion passes. Oh, oh, shoot, Essie. Okay. Essie, thank you for joining us. Do you want to put that Essie's joined at 1:34? Essie, did you have anything? We just voted to approve the hiring of Lenasia Dorsey with the terms that were in the agenda. Did you have anything else you'd like to talk about today? You're muted, lady.
Did we just do Lenasia? No.
Wow, you're breaking up. Try again. We've lost her.
No one else?
I'm sorry. Would you say again? Because you broke up.
Did we do Lenasia and no one else?
Correct.
You're doing them one at a time?
We are only doing one recommended hire today at this special meeting.
Okay. Okay, so I just have a question about why we needed to do Lenasia in the special meeting.
Do we want to discuss this now or in executive session?
I'm
Wasn't it the recommendation of the commission to do it?
The reason
So-
to do the special meeting is what she's asking about. Why we didn't
Right.
wait until May 17th. April 17th,
April
excuse me.
17th.
What month am I in?
I guess there was,
I think that's a process question. We can get an answer.
My this is where I'm not sure.
the
what
only
we-
reason I'm bringing it up is, so my reason for bringing it up is because I am a process person, and the process of, how we're hiring people is really important, and we still don't have a written process. And us having these special meetings, I mean, I'm the only person who has a full-time job, and so it's obviously unduly cumbersome for me to have meetings in the middle of the day.
Okay, I'm
But I've
sorry about
also-
that. We won't be having them very often again.
We can't hear you.
Essie, I'm
And
sorry, but that all
even
broke
though-
up. We didn't hear anything. Do you want to call in, Essie? Because it's somehow it's on
I
the,
do appreciate that, but I just,
there's a reason why we did this.
well, I think the reason was because.
Well,
I think we discussed it when we said why we're doing this.
There was a concern that we would lose.
yeah.
Okay, we just-
Can you hear me now?
Yes, that's much better, Essie. Thank you.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, no,
for
there it goes again.
the
So
delay, But I
quick.
think
Maybe
this
it's
is
because-
actually a really important point to be here at a special meeting. You're on mute now, so I can't hear if
I-
you can
I
hear
was-
me or not.
I thought it might make it better if
Oh,
somehow,
okay.
yeah.
It might make it better if I turn off my camera.
Ah.
How about
Okay.
now?
Oh, it's still wacky. We're being live streamed.
So this is an issue, but the reason why I think it's important for me to make this point, and I hope that you can hear me, is
Yes.
because we do know of the fact that Lenasia is processing at another agency. So my fear is that we are rushing this to try to get her before another agency does, and that it might be an issue where we lose this officer. And I think she is phenomenal. This young lady has excellent communication skills, eye contact. She is very personable. She really cares about the people. She's a people person. She studied sociology and psychology. And so I think she is a wonderful addition to our department, which means she would many people will want her. But my concern is about our process and how we are investing and rushing and not knowing what the outcome will be. And so, we do these things that are unduly cumbersome and make it difficult for working people to be a part of this board. And for what reason? And so I think it's really important that we take note of these things.
Duly noted. Thank you.
So
So,
Let's move on.
I mean, okay,
We've already taken the vote.
right.
oh, no, my vote would be for her anyway. I just think it's very important
Okay.
that that record be made.
Okay, great.
Okay, we appreciate that. And this is not something, none of us like special meetings. Believe me, it doesn't do anyone any favors to have to stop their whole day to deal with
But
this.
it's more important than that. It needs to be a thing where we're the town board. We need to be able to say, no, we're not going to have what is the meet, because nobody here understands why we're having a special meeting. And so
I think when
knowing
we,
the reason
we gave the reason when we said it. I thought that was made clear to all the
No,
board.
we didn't. We gave the reason was to hire this officer, but why does it need to be done with this amount of expedience is
I
my
believe
point.
In the email I sent to you all, I
So how
explained,
come nobody knows it?
no one else saw the email?
The reason was simply because we wanted to hire her, but why is it necessary for it to be expedient is part of the issue. And the other piece is
Hang
that,
on. Can you hang on just a second?
Processes, the woman has already gone through the process in order to
Okay.
be in part-time.
well, Randall, I'm glad that you mentioned that piece as well, because our accreditation, which I sent to everybody, the document that governs the standards of our accreditation, it clearly states on page 54, when it refers to hiring, that every person has to be interviewed at every level, whether it's for a lateral move, which is what this would be, or actually, it's not a lateral move, it's
It's
a
a step up.
promotion, right? So
It's a
every single position has to be hired for. So had we just taken that recommendation previously and not had her have an actual interview, we would have been jeopardizing our accreditation. So we need to be paying attention and making sure that all of our departments are following the correct process. This isn't just why are we having this discussion? It's a really important discussion.
Oh, wait, am I muted or not? Okay,
No, I hear you.
okay, good. No, thank you, Essie, for helping us with that. I think it's important for us to know that across the board. Absolutely.
How long has she been in the hopper for?
She has been
Process.
she's been a part-time officer for a year.
But
We
she only
put her
just got,
through, right, she only just became on her own in November.
but she only became eligible with the test results coming out recently. The certificate of eligibility had just come out.
Correct. She's a brand new
So-
officer. But she is
And-
processing with another agency.
Right, and it.
I don't think that should be talked about in public session, honestly.
I do, because they need to know who we're hiring and why we make our decisions
No,
and how we spend our time and money.
I just think that is a confidential employee piece of information. And I personally voted to hold this meeting today and to follow the commission recommendation as a courtesy to a very valuable part of our police force. So I felt that the courtesy of letting her know as soon as possible was a priority for me,
That New Paltz wants to hire her.
that New Paltz wants her.
we want her. And I think prolonging it and dragging it out is kind of, I mean, yeah, I understand that there might need to be process, but when you have somebody who is good and who we fear losing to whatever, I think all due speed is required in order to maintain
That person. who
that
we've in-
person that we all think should.
Well, not
be
only
within the
that, but we
department.
have invested in this person. We
Right.
have paid for her training. So.
I agree with you all 100%. I absolutely, especially having had a conversation with her yesterday, absolutely want to have this young lady. I just want to make sure that we're doing things for the right reason, understanding the implications and what could happen going forward. That's all. I absolutely want her. And if it is just for that reason, you know what I mean? If it's because, and hopefully she will stay. That's what I'm hoping for. I just want us to be mindful, and we have to think ahead when we make these decisions.
Well, my suggestion is that in the future, as you and Edgar work to recodify and remold the commission, that step will take place before it even gets here so that we don't have to have this conversation. The commission's responsibility is to make sure that the chief is following the accreditation rules and whatever rules that need to happen. And that conversation need not happen here. It is something that the commission should deal with the chief so that the rules are being followed. And when we get it, all we need to do is say yes or no, and off we go.
And
I
and-
don't disagree with you,
comment
but
that.
it's necessary. I totally agree with you, Randall, but it's necessary to bring that up now because we are making changes to the law. So making sure that you guys understand where those things will come from. And it's very relevant to do it when it's in the moment. Because if I say, remember when that happened back when, and we did whatever, people don't remember, memories are foggy and it's harder. But when you have a concrete example that you're in the middle of right now, then it's more relevant to say, hey, let's take a look at this so we can make sure that we craft our law with these things in mind. And it also goes to us, not just the charter 34 for chapter 34 for the police commission, but also for the policies that the chief creates for hiring, which is something we've
Right.
also
And I
been
think-
discussing. So
I
that's the
agree. And I
only
also
reason
think-
why.
And the only reason we had to have a special meeting is that part of it got out of whack. And so to
Exactly.
correct that, we wanted, and then to make sure that we didn't then, because of, wanting to rectify that situation, we didn't jeopardize our chance to, have this valuable employed
So
because we were not able to give
I
it.
need to make a comment, to help clarify matters where they stand and the direction that we're going. Last night, I led a discussion of the police commission where we identified 22 areas and questions about the police commission and the law. And one of the things that's included there is the hiring procedure.
Mhm.
So at our first meeting as a new police commission, we identified that. And that document you all have received, and I refer to it as the matrix. And last night, one of the things that came out of the meeting was not only to compare the current law that we have, but to compare the other laws. Because last night, we had a commissioner from 1990s that was present. I had spoken to Randall about his serving during the 2010s. And then 2018, 2019, we had Gary Parmesan, all people that were part of the commission. And the theme last night was that this has been an experiment going on for about 35 years. And there have been different kinds of incarcerations of the police commission, where the town is the police commission, where you have vice president's committee, where you have a commission sort of what we have now. I think it's 6, 7, 8 different kinds of, and our goal for the coming December is to update the chapter 34.
Mhm.
And we're having a systematic process, and I've asked you to put it on the agenda for the next meeting so that the entire board can join the conversation about the changes to chapter 34. And this is just an example of the kind of confusion and issues that will continue to take place unless we clearly codify what the police commission is, what the procedures are for the police commission, et cetera.
And I don't have an issue, but I don't want us to be so bogged down with process that we lose people, and we need to have the ability to make an exception if there is an exceptional candidate that we have the potential to lose in the process. And I don't think it would sit well with me if that process has us losing a good candidate for whatever, whether it be the police department or the building department or whatever. And we stick to process because that's what accreditation says. There needs to be an opportunity for us to move quickly and with all due speed if we need to do that. And so I agree with process, but we also need to have a way out so that when a quick
I don't think
decision
this
needs to
is
be
the way
made.
out. I think we followed the process, which is when time is of the essence, we hold a special meeting.
Yeah.
And that's what we've done.
And we didn't do it arbitrarily, but because there was a misstep, what was, understood, and we did not want to perpetuate that misstep, correct it, but then make sure we don't make that correction a horrible mistake for us. So okay, this time we had to be flexible, And we did it, but we don't intend to have special meetings all the time. It is not our intention to do that. So this one was an exceptional thing. That's why it's called a special meeting, I guess. So we're just trying to make sure we didn't cut off our nose to spite our face by
Right.
following a process that we felt was important to do and then losing the candidate we
But
really want.
I just want to reaffirm that we are following a process, which is when time is of the essence, we hold a special meeting.
But we didn't just do it for no reason. We did it
Right.
because the other thing had to get fixed. And so it was important to fix it. Okay, all right. So anything else we want to talk about while we're here?
Adjourn.
Wait, just one quick thing. And if we could have, instead of just your matrix for the meeting, about, if we could have your recommendation,
I'm not ready to do that.
well, then it's gonna be.
Yes, the process and all this, all that I'm learning reinforces that as I look at all the different kinds of police commissions that we have had. And
Just, if you could at least highlight some of your recommendations from that matrix,
Look,
just so we're,
otherwise
otherwise the process is becoming bureaucracy, you know?
No, what I'm trying to accomplish is to get an understanding as to what are the main constructs that define chapter 34. And in there, there are big questions that we need to answer as the board.
I
And I'm not,
need your help. I need your recommendation.
my recommendation
your
to you
answers.
is to read the matrix
We
carefully.
have. I still
And-
don't know
and
what your.
Then let's have a
recommendations are.
discussion in public and it's loaded with questions. There must be
So
30, 40
Okay.
questions. And let's
Okay.
answer them.
can I make a suggestion? Because we will not have time to do all of that in one meeting. I took a lot of stuff off the agenda for this last one so that we weren't there all night. So we can do.
Tell me how much time I have on the agenda.
Why
for
don't you
next
pick
meeting.
like the three ones you want to start with? The three, and
Good.
we'll do them in.
And I
stages.
have a personal conflict that day. My wife will be operated at about 3:00 on the 7th.
Oh, my.
And I have to try and figure out how I make the meeting now at 7:00,
Oh, boy.
okay? But it's my intention to attempt to be there and to lead the discussion.
Well, I tell you what, make it 3 points. Pick the 3 points you want to talk about first.
No, that's not the approach I'm taking.
I know it's not Edgar, but you have to work with us because.
Oh, I see, okay,
Yeah.
out of those items,
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
I
let's
understand you.
start, Yeah.
But the way that I was gonna frame this, I was asking, give me how many minutes, and do I have 9 minutes, do I have 14 minutes? And I will, program it accordingly.
If you give us the 3 points you want, we can be more prepared to work on that instead of a big
All right, so what you're
smorgasbord.
really asking is, Edgar, what are we focusing
Yeah,
on? That's a fair
yeah, yeah.
question, I like that.
Yeah, okay, very good. Okay, so that got us to what we're gonna do at our next meeting.
And it
okay.
moves us forward,
Yeah,
overall with
yeah,
restructuring
yeah.
the commission.
Yes, absolutely. It will keep us moving forward instead of swirling because none of us are ready to
Right.
do all of them. Yeah, okay. All right, anything else? Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second, you jumped on that.
Second.
Any- all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, thank you. Essie, I'm sorry, did you want to vote to adjourn? I don't know if she's,
She go?
well, she's
So
still,
she's-
I don't know. All right, we adjourned.